welcome to another episode of the You're Here with Ataysia podcast. I am your host, Ataysia. We are almost done, guys. This is episode 9. I can't believe it. Thank you all so much for tuning into this new episode, and I will be revealing our special guest today. And drumroll, please. We have Ashleigh Hairston. Today we will be having an interview talking about voice acting, which is super exciting, and we'll talk a little bit more about our topic. But first, let's hear from Ashleigh herself with a quick introduction.
Hi, I'm Ashleigh Hairston, and I am a writer, actor, voice actor, and producer. And I most recently worked on The Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish for Nickelodeon, and I voice the character Hazel Wells, which is Cosmo and Wanda's new god kid. So yeah.
Thank you so much for a phenomenal introduction. Now let's dive into our topic. Today's topic is Black voices. What is a Black voice? Basically, a Black voice is the voice that comes from a Black person from all around the world, and it's in this episode we're particularly talking about voice acting, but even just in general, it's about speaking up for our culture and our community and making sure that we are represented the correct way, whether it's in the voice acting industry or anywhere else. We just want to put out good Black characters, that strong Black characters with strong presences as we have in reality, and that we have a little bit of control over what it looks like, who they look like, who they are, who they're going to become, while also being able to play our own characters. So we get to talk a little bit about that, and let's dive into the Q&A. I'm wearing Wanda socks right now.
Oh, so
I just so happened to put
cute.
them on. I was like, oh, perfect. Perfect
I
for
love
this.
it.
All right, so let's get straight into the Q&A. So, first question I have for you. What made you decide to pursue voice acting?
I actually never had intentions of doing voice acting. I've always wanted to be an actress. Ever since I was little, I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to perform in New York City. My whole big dream was to move to New York and, perform on Broadway and theater after college. And that just didn't work out at all, that plan. I never even made it to New York. So the furthest east I got was Washington, D.C. Where I went to school at Howard University. And after I graduated, I just said, you know what? Forget it. Change of plans. I'm going to try Los Angeles instead. And so I moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting on TV and film. And that was back in 2012. And then the rest is history. Once I got here, I started doing improv and sketch comedy. And I just started performing different characters around different theaters in LA. And a lot of times when I would perform the characters, then, after the shows, people would be like, oh, you should do voiceovers. You have such a great voice. And that's kind of how the idea of voice acting came about. But it had never been on my mind originally.
All right, yeah. It's funny how you can start off with a completely different path in mind, and then something completely changes your life. That's awesome. We
Yeah,
definitely gotta talk about improv more because I've been getting into improv and I think it's one of the best things ever.
good. That's great.
Yes. Okay, next question. Is there anything that almost prevented you from pursuing this dream?
Hmm. Um, yeah, I think for me personally, the thing that could have prevented me the most was myself, actually. Myself, and I'm a person who has overcome or has been challenged with, low self-confidence, low self-esteem, feelings of, not fitting in or not really knowing my voice or feeling confident about my voice, like in general, not like my physical voice, but like who I am, my voice in that sense. What makes me me, what stands out about me, what makes me unique and different from everyone else. And so, that really, you know, was a challenge once I moved to Los Angeles because everyone around me was so confident and it seemed like everyone was so put together and knew exactly who they are and knew, exactly what kind of funny comedy person they were. And I kind of was, just figuring that out for myself. I was, my major was theater in college and I always wanted to be a dramatic actor, like in, TV and film. And then once I got to Los Angeles, I was like, oh my gosh, no, I just hadn't developed my comedic voice yet. I was like, I'm a silly person. I like being goofy. I like, being these weird, funny characters. I just didn't realize that that was, a direction I could go in. And so, it was just about sort of overcoming, and improv was really great at helping me figure this out. But getting through that confidence and getting through the fear of like, oh no, am I funny? Am I enough? Are people laughing? Am I really standing out? Are people gonna, understand me? Or like, is casting gonna, cast me in things? Like getting over all of those fears and those negative thoughts and negative self-talk, was something that I had to learn to do in Los Angeles. And so, yeah, like the thing that probably could have prohibited all of this from happening is me believing in myself.
Hmm. Very
Hmm.
nice, yeah. I completely understand. I feel like I'm on kind of like a similar journey moving to LA and like it's completely different from I'm from Chicago. I'm in Chicago right now. But yeah, very different. Yeah. Okay.
Chi-town.
Next
Yeah.
question. When people tell
Mhm.
you that you can't do something because of who you are, what do you say?
When people tell me that I can't do something because of who I am, oh,
That's kind of a heavy question.
I say next.
Hey.
Yeah. Like what? Well, who's telling me this? That's crazy. Yeah, you don't have to listen to what anyone says, especially negative things like, A, they're not your mother or your father. And they're not you. They don't know you. They don't have the answers.
Right.
I just say next. Yeah. I don't even entertain those kinds of people and those kinds of thoughts because that's limiting. That's like, never let anyone tell you what you can't do. I have a great, actually, story from that when I wanted to start writing full time, in animation. I, reached out to my agents and I told them, I sent them a nice long email and I said, hey, I've been auditioning for years now and I'm doing really great and I just got this new manager, all of this stuff, but I need money. I need like income, weekly, monthly. I need some consistent income that's going to sustain me. And so I told them that I was going to be taking this writing job. This was for Craig of the Creek before I started writing on Craig of the Creek, and and I got an email back from one of my agents that was like, do you think this is a good time to be taking, this writing job? You're doing so great acting wise. You're getting tons of auditions. You're getting callbacks. Do you really think this is a good idea, time for you to be doing this? And she was like, I would guess no. I don't think that you should take this opportunity right now. I think it will, hinder you and hinder like all of your auditions, your availability. It'll affect all of that. If I were you, I would not take this. And she was like, if you take this writing job, we will no longer consider you an actor anymore because you'll be a full-time writer and, we won't be able to send you on any auditions, all of that stuff. And I wrote back and I was like, I hear you, I understand, but this is something that I need to do for myself. This was my gut instinct, my intuition. I felt like I needed to take that job and I and did it anyways, and after that, everything opened up for
Yeah.
me. Writing on Craig of the Creek then led to writing on our spinoff show, Jessica's Big Little World. We ended up getting greenlit for a season 5 for Craig of the Creek. We ended up getting greenlit for a prequel movie, a feature film. So I got to learn how to write my own feature film. Um, Writing on Craig of the Creek then led to me being able to pitch and develop my own animated series,
Mhm.
which then led to, being able to create and write for Fairly Odd Parents. All of these things opened up by me not listening to that sort of those limiting things that my agents were telling me. Um, and I love my agents, to pieces. I'm still with them. They have a plan, they had a plan in mind and the vision for what my future could be. And I had an opportunity and took another direction. And I think that is totally okay to do. And you should do that. You should listen to what you think is best for you and do what you think is great for you.
Yeah. Congratulations on everything. Those are such amazing accomplishments. I'm so excited to see what's coming up. And
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
I completely agree. I like tell people like a lot of times for like on social media, for example, you'll see a whole bunch of like positive comments. Then there'll be like one or two like small negative comments that can like sometimes like even I take it personally, but I like your answer like
Sure.
just don't entertain it, just move on, focus on
Don't
the positive
entertain.
things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, next question. So we're
Mhm.
diving straight into our topic, which is about Black voices and representation. So to
Mhm.
you, what is a Black voice? What does that look or sound like to you?
It could be anything. I think there was a time where, people thought that being black has to mean one specific thing. And, we are everything. Black people, that we're not just one voice, we're not just one people. We have, all different types of interests and beliefs. And yeah, I think it's the more important focus should be on what is, what are you, who are you, what are the things that make you you. Honoring, of course, and being yourself, a black person, if you are, you're just going to be you. There isn't really one specific, way to be black. I love to celebrate, every version of ourselves, especially in the context of like creativity and being on television and in entertainment. Um, we need all voices, we need all perspectives, we need all points of view. I think that's what makes us so, beautiful. And so, yeah, just, yeah, celebrating the variety of blackness, the uniqueness of blackness. We all come from different places. We all have a, different perspective and have different experiences. And I think that is what's most important and beautiful about being black.
Yes. All right, lovely answer. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very inspiring to see characters like Hazel and especially for young Black girls because like I was like super young not that long ago and I didn't see that many like especially cartoon or
Mm,
animated characters that were of color or they were like a certain way like all of them seemed the same. So it's really important to see that
yeah,
variety and range like you said. It's very inspiring.
good. Yeah. And I think it's important too, having black people, black representation in, these decision making
Yes.
roles, like as executive producers or as head writers or as casting, even,
Hmm.
um, because that is where the decisions get made, number one, but also that's where, these are the heads and the voices that are creating these shows for people. So like, for instance, you have, other non-black voices creating content for black people. It's never
Right.
gonna work out. It's never gonna be, authentic and real. But the more we, put people of color in positions of power, I
Mhm.
think that's where, you start to get to see the variety of, you know, our voice and the variety of representation in our industry.
Yes, I agree. We get to tell our
Yeah,
own stories as well.
exactly.
Okay, little similar. Why is diversity imperative in voice acting?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's important, because where our voices matter, I think, it's important that, you know, we're casting true to these characters as well, just so that we can bring that authenticity to each character. Um, and yeah, I think for a while, all the people behind the mic, they were white or whoever, and they were, voicing these black characters, and it's like that is well, how is that even happening,
Right.
in this day and age? Um, and it was happening for a long time, and I'm
Mhm.
so glad that there was like a wave of like, hey, let's do some authentic representation here behind the mic and behind these voices, and make sure that the characters that we're showing on screen are fully represented um, by the people and the voice actors, um, that we're showcasing. I think that is, yeah, so important. Just yeah, for authenticity and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Um, okay. What other voice actors inspire you? Anyone that inspires you?
Mm. Oh, so many. Phil Lamar is like a really strong person that I think of, the first person I should say. He's an incredible voice actor and a legend, really. And I was familiar with his work before I even knew him as a voice actor. Um, he was Phil Amari, he was on Mad TV growing up. For me, that's how I knew him.
Mhm.
Um, and then, I got the opportunity to act with him in Marvel's Black Panther's Quest. That was one of my first roles in animation. And he played my twin brother, which was really cool. He also voices Bernard on Craig of the Creek, if you watch that show, and then 1 million other characters. But yeah, he was definitely, you know, an important comedic voice growing up for me. And yeah, so many others. Gosh. Uh, yeah. Who else is there? Yeah, so many others.
Well, you're inspiration for me.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Thanks so
All right.
much.
Next question. What characters do you enjoy impersonating or did you impersonate growing up?
Hmm. Um, let's see. Growing up, I I used to do like Beavis and Butthead a lot. That show might be before your time, but they were always like like that was their laugh, like very silly laugh. They were just gross humor, a lot of blue stuff that I probably can't repeat, but they were just very silly. I used to like impersonate Ren and Stimpy a lot. I used to do like um, DuckTales, like those were shows that I watched growing up, and I used to like make my voice sound like
Yo.
like make that kind of voice. Yeah, I loved who else did I voice growing up? Mm, yeah, those were like the big ones. But like yeah, you know, I never thought that I was gonna be a voice actor, so wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I gotta try and sound like, this person. But yeah, it just kind of these came naturally later. Hmm.
It's really cool. I used to do voice impressions with my sister when we play like video games. So like
Hmm.
any game we would play and we pick a certain character, we would like make the voice kind of our own in our own style, but like it'll be a little similar to it. So
Yeah,
it's fun. It's like
so
really fun to do
cute.
impressions, even
Yeah,
if
I
it
used to
sounds nothing
make
like
my
us.
own. I used to have this one character named Erky. We used to talk like that in class, I remember.
That's so
It
cool.
was so cute. Who is that? I don't even know who that sounds like, but where we got that inspiration. But it was a character we created called Ogie.
Also, that was an
We
awesome
used to make up all kinds of
DuckTales
characters.
impersonation.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Already have a few more questions left. So,
Mhm.
outside of voice acting, back to our topic, outside of voice acting, how can Black people use their voices to fight for more accurate representation? How can Black people use their voices to fight for more accurate representation?
You said outside of voice acting?
Yes.
Oh, definitely being vocal about it online.
Mhm.
Social media is huge
Yeah.
today, obviously. I grew up in a time before social media. So like I remember before when it would take forever to create a campaign for something, or, it would take forever to just do anything, get the word or your message across to people. So, like now with social media, like tweeting things, like it gets your, message to thousands, sometimes millions of people very fast. TikTok, like, so just always calling out things when as you see them. I know the phrase, see something, say something, like call it out. Like if casting is not correct, or if there's like um just any kind of inappropriate, like anything happening, like get your friends, retweet, share, comment, repost, like all of those things. Like don't be afraid to call things out and drag people. I shouldn't be
Okay.
promoting that, but like, drag these companies, drag casting, drag, like, anything. Like use your voice and your platform for
Yes.
good as often as possible. Um, if that's your method, like if you are active on social media, I think that is, a great way to call things out. Um, Getting involved, of course, is important. Collaborating with your peers about things, starting different programs or starting different clubs or groups, or, I think there's power in numbers, and, one voice is strong, but 10 voices is even stronger,
Yeah.
So the more we come together and, like for instance, at your school,
Hmm.
you're still in school? Yeah.
Yes.
So like creating, a club for Black folks in animation, or Black folks in, Black improv groups or Black improv teams, like, creating your own community is so important because there's power in numbers and power in our voices. And once we come
Hmm.
together, we're like unstoppable.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, just like use each other,
Mhm.
lean on each other, I should say,
Yeah.
get get things done.
Yes.
We have a unique advantage. We have, no one can be us. No one can be like us. No one can sound like us. No one has, the depth and the creativity and the unique brilliance that we have as people. And so use that to your advantage, lean into it. No one else can sound like us. So yeah, know that going in and bring that confidence, um, going in to every audition and every casting, room that you go in. This is applies to more than just voice acting. It's just in general, bring what is unique and specific to us and our experience, because they need that. We need that across all genres in this industry, mediums, I should say. Yeah, our voices are valuable and madly needed. So know that going in and just be confident and clear about who you are and your voice and yeah, your story, I should say.
Mhm. All right, thank you. You have gotten through all the questions in the Q&A segment. Now we're going to take a small break and then we'll get straight into our game.
Oh, fun.
Welcome back. Now it is our game segment, and we are doing 20 questions impression edition. So each of us have a character. So I'm going to have a character, and then Ashley will have a character. And the other person is going to have 20 questions to guess who the person is before their character is revealed. So, for example, I hope this isn't like the character you were thinking, but if I'm Batman, that's not who you were thinking, right? Okay. If I'm Batman, then Ashley will have to ask me a bunch of questions like, what color do you wear? And I have to say in like my Batman impression, black. And then, that was a terrible impression, but you get the point, right?
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so
I see.
yeah. So do you want to start with your character or
Okay.
me?
I'll guess yours.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna be terrible with the impressions, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, me
Also,
too, probably.
we'll be okay. I think as long as we get the questions right, I think
Yeah,
it'll work out. We have 20 tries to get it right, so
great.
I
Okay.
have the microphone for this one because I like bringing the microphone. And are you ready to begin?
Yeah, let's
All right,
go.
awesome. Okay, I
Woo.
am now in character with who I am. Hopefully, I remember everything about them. Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Are you where are you from?
Ooh. I don't want to say because I think it'll give it. I'm from, I live around like water a little bit, but I have friends. Sometimes we're like at the oh gosh, this gives it away. We're like at the zoo. Sometimes we're at the zoo. Sometimes we're in a city. Sometimes we're in a safari. Like we could be anywhere.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you roll with your homies a lot.
Yes, yes,
Oh, okay, cool. So that was one question. So
yeah.
technically two now. Okay.
It's okay. We're not gonna
So
count it.
so what's your like favorite style of clothing to wear?
Um. This is kind of funny. Well, I was gonna say, I don't need those. I don't need those.
Oh, okay, you don't need clothes. Okay. Do you have any special abilities like
Hmm.
flying?
I don't really fly much, but like there was like one time where I did like some circus tricks, so yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's about it.
Um, okay. Circus tricks, you say. Wow. Okay. Um, do you have any siblings?
Uh-oh, do I remember this? I I don't think so. I mean, there's a bunch of people that live around me, but I'm mostly with my friends.
Do you um do you have any enemies?
Ooh. It depends on the on the film. Yeah,
O-
sometimes.
Okay. Okay. Do you speak any languages?
Um, I think just English.
Just
Unless I'm
English.
unless I'm dubbed.
Dubbed. Okay. Okay. Um, uh,
I'm
uh,
struggling over here with these with the questions.
and you are doing the impression, right?
I'm trying.
Okay. Making
I'm
sure.
trying. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Oh. I might have to look this one up because I don't know what they eat. Okay. I like to eat plants and I like to eat grass. I like to eat grass.
Oh, an herbivore.
Yeah. No meat.
No meat. Okay.
My
Do
friends
you,
like meat, but
yeah. Okay. Do you by chance are you, what now, don't take this as a racist question, but what color are you?
um, I'm gray.
You don't mind me
Like a
asking.
like a like a darkish gray.
Oh, beautiful. Darkish gray.
Thank you.
Can you change colors?
Nah, pretty much the same year round.
Wow. Okay. Um, okay. And do you so you speak English, you're gray, and you don't change, you don't eat meat, and you hang with your friends, and you don't wear clothes. Okay. How many questions do I have left?
I kind of forgot to count.
Oh,
Probably
okay. I think
like
I was on like six more.
okay, we can do six more.
Okay. Um, what's your okay? Oh, how many movies? You said you were in movies? How
Yes.
many movies have you been in?
I've been in three movies, but there's a couple like old series where like me, like especially when I was like, younger. So
Oh, wow.
hmm
Okay. Um, and how um uh are these movies like comedies or adventure or
Ooh.
horror?
Yeah, a little bit of both of those. Definitely adventure because we've been like all around the world. So, and I think it's very funny. A lot of people think it's funny. It's a lot of comedians too involved. So,
Involved in
and
the
like the
movie.
voice. Well, oh, I broke character. Um, my friends are comedians. Yeah,
Your friends are
yeah, they're
comedians?
funny. They're funny people. I mean, not people. They're not people. They're funny animals.
Do you have any movies coming out soon?
Rumored to be, but not confirmed. A lot of people want
Oh,
a part four, but it's been years.
part four.
Been at
Do
least I think like 10 years since part three came out. So yeah.
you have a catchphrase or something that you always say?
Um, I personally don't, but a lot of my friends, oh, let me see. What's the catchphrase? Okay, there's this guy that like really, really like me. I'm over him because I moved on to someone else
Uh-huh.
that's taller. But he has this song that he loves to sing about all the
Hmm.
ladies, like all the lady animals, and it's like he has a very deep voice, and he goes like he talks about like what he likes in the song, and like
Oh,
I guess that's like notable, but I don't have any
right.
personal catchphrases.
Mm, okay. All right.
Do you have any idea yet?
No,
No.
not
Okay,
at
we
all.
got
But
three
I
more.
get, so I get three more questions.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He talks about what he likes. Oh, I have no clue. Okay, so in what part of the world do you live in?
Um, okay, this will be the biggest giveaway because I'm just gonna say like so we travel a lot,
Right?
but we started in America in New York. But we love to go to like Africa, like this
Right,
really big
sure.
place in Africa. This really like beautiful place in
Like
Africa.
the safari.
Well, like the country in Africa, it's like where we lit like where we are in some movies.
Continent. Which country in Africa?
It's the one thing I can't say.
Oh no. You
The
can't say which country?
Yeah, because it's the title of the movie. Does that give it away?
No, not at
Oh,
all.
no, not yet. Okay. Let's see how many. I think we have one or two left.
Okay, one more. Let's
Okay.
see. Hold
Okay,
on,
you
let me
got
see
this.
something really quickly.
The last question will get you it.
Okay, ready. I
You got
have a
it?
guess.
Okay, all right, what's your guess?
Are you Gloria from Madagascar?
Yeah!
Oh my
I know I couldn't really do the voice that well,
God!
but
Wow, I'm shocked
yes.
that I got it.
I was like, because you said what part, and I was trying so hard to not say Madagascar, because I was like, that's definitely gonna give it away. All
Oh,
right,
thank
yeah, you
God. Wow,
did
I
it.
got it. I definitely
Awesome.
needed all 20 questions.
It's all right. I was struggling to answer the question, so it's
Oh
my
my
fault.
goodness.
All right, one more round. Now it's your turn. Do you have your character? I'm
Okay,
gonna try to speed run this one. Let's see how
sure.
fast I can guess
Yeah.
it. Okay. All right, first question. Are you a
Okay.
human?
Uh, um, um, I'm I'm part human.
Oh no. Okay, what color are you?
I am mm, now I'm my color
Hmm.
up
What?
top.
Oh. Wait, I'm trying to envision this. Okay. Do you have wings? I think I might get this.
No.
Do you have a tail?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh, are you the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Yay!
That was easy.
Yay, I
Too
did
easy. I was ready
it.
to sing. I was like,
Go for
please
it.
ask what my hobbies are.
Okay, I'll ask you some fun. Beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, I had so many like things in my mind. You said like top. I was trying to think like what animal could be like the bottom. But I was like, oh, mermaid, that makes
I
sense. All
love
right.
like what color are you? I'm my color now. Used to be
Right.
white, now I'm black.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. All right. Well, that was the
Well,
end of
good
our game.
job.
Thank you. Good
Quick,
job to you too. Gloria was kind
perfect
of hard.
timing.
Yeah, it was
That
perfect
was
timing, but
hard. I didn't know where this was going, where that was
yeah.
going. I
I was
was like,
overwhelmed.
gray? I was picturing like I was like, is she a rock? But then I was like, no, you said she's an animal, but
Yeah. I
yeah,
was trying because like most of the other characters, I was thinking of Sam Marty's like that, but I was like, that's gonna
sure.
give it away. But I said
Yeah.
circus, and I was like, it was very like specific. Gloria was kind of hard, but you got it. You got it
That
just
was
in time.
fun. We did it.
All right. So that was our game, which means we're almost done. Now we're into the viewers Q&A. So are you ready to answer what the people have to know?
Yes,
All right, let's get
of
straight
course.
to it. All right, first question. How often do you get to meet and work with other voice actors in person?
All the time. Now, before during pandemic, it was tough. We all were had to be separated for safety reasons, but it seems like we're getting kind of back to more ensemble records. So yeah, fairly often, and it's always fun like going into the studio to record and getting to see who's like coming after you, or before you coming out of the booth, you kind of have those moments to interact and catch up, and it's always nice seeing old friends and yeah, running into people um, at records is always so fun. So pretty often.
Okay. That's kind of
Mhm.
surprising. A lot of like the voice actors I've seen online, they're like, I don't even know the other people in my cast. So it's really cool that you get to
I
work with
know.
them.
Well, yeah, for a while, like for Fairly Odd Parents, all of our records were all by ourselves.
Oh, okay.
So some of them I had to record here in my closet at home, but then
Mhm.
towards the end of pandemic, we got to record in studio, but we still were separate and at different
Right.
times, so we had to record by ourselves. But before pandemic, like I did Loud House and I got to meet Tara Strong there, thank God.
Yeah.
This was before Fairly Odd Parents, but we did an
Mhm.
ensemble record together for that episode. So yeah, it was really cool where you how it used to be. Even on Black Panther, when I recorded that, I got to record with Phil Lamar and like with D. Bradley Barker, like all these, you know, people that were huge voice actor legend people. We got to record together as an ensemble in one room. It was so fun. But yeah, it's not really like that anymore. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Well, that's really good that we're getting back to some
mhm,
normalcy now.
yeah.
Okay, next question. What is a warm up like before you go in the studio to record? Can you give us an example?
Oh gosh. Honestly, it's just me in the car singing
Oh.
or just like getting your mouth warmed up and
Mhm.
screaming and like stretching my tongue, stretching my face muscles. Yeah, it's really just me doing whatever. I don't really have any specific um
Routine.
vocal, warm-ups that I do. Some people do like, the mouth, the lips, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the tip of the, those kinds of things, help warm up the vocal cords and warm up your instrument, which is your mouth. But yeah, I'm usually like rushing, rushing, trying to get to my records. And so I'm just kind of doing whatever I can in the car that gets me ready and gets my mouth warmed up.
Yeah. I'm kind of sliding this
Yeah.
in. Have you ever experienced like you're doing that in your car and someone like drives past and sees you like
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm like, if people could see us and the chaos that goes into these records, like that could be a show in itself.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'll scream. Like sometimes you gotta just because you have to test your, volume too. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, like getting it out.
Mhm.
Sorry, neighbors, but I'm always apologizing to my neighbors
Mhm.
about the sound, but they can't hear me. At least
Okay.
they haven't said anything. But
Okay.
um, yeah, just like warming up the volume, the vocal cords, your
Mhm.
teeth, the lips, the
Exactly.
tongue, anything you have to do to get it warmed
Yeah.
up.
If someone asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up, when you were a kid, what would you have told them?
Oh, I used to say an ophthalmologist,
Hmm.
and I think that was just because I liked saying the word.
Yeah.
An eye doctor. I don't really want to be an eye doctor. Uh, or I guess I did then, but I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, my thing always was acting. I wanted to be an actress. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool
Hmm.
that you knew from an early age. I was like, I want to be a firefighter, then I want to be a police officer, just a little bit of everything. I was like, you know what?
Oh,
Now let's just do acting.
yeah.
Okay. What kind of characters are the most fun to voice? So like villains or like what's your vibe?
Villains, definitely. I love playing villains. Um, yeah. I also like playing really high status people, you
Mm.
know. Those are always very fun. If you can get me a high status villain, that's always
Yeah.
like a very juicy character to play. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely love like the evil, you know, uh, and I haven't really played any
Hmm.
on TV. but like,
It.
you know, I love horror. It's so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, villains are fun. It's very fun to impersonate
Yeah.
like famous
Yeah, I
villains.
also love like I think naturally I play a lot of I actually end up getting cast as like not low status, but like
Hmm.
nervous, scared,
Mm.
anxious characters,
Oh, I see.
which is probably speaks to, because I was once that person. So that's
Yeah,
what
I
comes
see.
out naturally and easy for me.
Hmm.
Um, and then yeah, so I get cast a lot as those.
I see.
Yeah.
If you had a million wishes, kind of on theme, what would you wish for first?
Um, if I could have any wishes, 1 million of them, what would I wish first in just life in general?
Anything. Like, what's the
Mm.
first thing you're like, oh, I need to do this first?
Uh, I would wish for, I'm like, what's the
Do you need filters for
noble,
it?
noble thing to wish for?
Oh, okay, I
My
see.
brain immediately goes to a little bit taller, like a few more inches, like a physical thing.
Oh, okay.
But the noble thing would be, of course, peace, world
Mm.
peace, kindness. I would get rid of all the bad people in the world, or at least put them somewhere where they can be mean to each other,
Yeah.
and
They
not
don't mind.
affect anyone else. Yeah, with their unkindness, and bad choices. But yeah, what else would I wish for? Uh, I wish I could eat anything I wanted to and it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
As many
Same.
donuts or beignets as I wanted to. Um, as many French fries as I wanted to. I love French fries like Hazel. Uh, yeah, s- silly stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, you have a million, might as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right before the interview, I ate fries, and I was like, I gotta stop eating so much like
Oh,
greasy foods.
I love fries
No.
so much. I could eat them at every meal.
Have you tried fries with mouth sauce? This is a
Mouth
Chicago thing.
sauce?
The
No,
best
what
thing
is
ever.
that?
If you ever come to Chicago, get mouth sauce on your fries. It's the best thing ever.
Wait, mild sauce or
Mhm.
mouth sauce?
Mild sauce, so
Oh,
like
mild.
it's kind of I explain it like a little bit of like hot sauce, a little bit of barbecue sauce. It's more like the sweeter
Yum.
side.
Delicious. Oh, that sounds amazing.
So good. Literally,
Yeah.
anytime you go to Chicago, go to Harold's, go to like any place that sells mild sauce. Make sure you get because they'll drench your fries with it. It's the best thing ever. I promise.
Yeah, I love buffalo sauce on fries.
Mm.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I love barbecue sauce on fries. I love ketchup. I love mixing barbecue and ketchup, like to
Mm.
make a sriracha kind of sauce. I
Ooh,
love
okay.
that. I love dipping fries in tartar sauce. Love,
Mm.
oh my gosh. Yeah, any sauce fries are good.
Anything for fries. I love
Chipotle sauce,
it. Mm.
chipotle ketchup, honey mustard, so good.
Sounds so
Right.
good right now. I want more fries now. Okay, we have
Yeah.
a few more questions left. Um, ooh, what is one of the best places to travel to?
Well, I just went to Switzerland last year and that
Oh,
was
nice.
amazing. Um, it was so beautiful. I
Mm.
went to Zurich. I stayed in Zurich and I went to Bern, Interlaken, Geneva, and got to go to the Swiss Alps, which was amazing. They're known for like the blue turquoise water there, and I didn't think that that was a real thing because I just saw, pictures on Instagram about it. And turns out it's real because of the
Wow.
glaciers in the Alps, the water running down. It turns the water this gorgeous turquoise blue color.
Whoa.
And so, yeah, it was gorgeous. It was one of the most beautiful places I've been.
Nice. Adding that to my
Mhm.
bucket list.
Yeah.
Okay, two more questions, and then we'll move on
Mm,
to outro and we'll be done. What is
okay.
your favorite? Oh, what is your favorite genre of films to create and act in?
Yeah, like I said, I love horror films. Um, and that is something that I want to try and explore more. Like I want to get into like stop motion
Oh, nice.
animation, and yeah, that's one of my like dream projects is to
Hmm.
do like a horror comedy or a horror thriller adventure
Oh,
sort of
wow.
stop motion movie feature film.
Yeah.
So one day, like
Yes.
Jordan Peele is one of my favorite directors,
Hmm.
and like that a dream would be just kind of you know, work with him on something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop motion is very underrated. It's so hard.
So cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
takes a
awesome.
lot of time and a lot of work,
Mhm.
but it is so like the picture, the visual is so
Yeah,
cool to me.
so worth it. I was
Hmm.
like, I like acting in horror films and stuff, but I do not like watching it because I'm so
Oh,
scared.
I love it so much. I love being scared.
What? Even on
I
road
don't
trips,
know
I'm
what's
like, okay,
wrong with me.
chill.
I love Annabelle, like the
Oh,
Annabelle movies. Those are some of my favorites. The Conjuring, love
oh,
all those. Yeah.
I'm shaking hearing the names.
I know.
Scary. All right. Final question of the entire day. Wow, we made it. Okay. Which character that you have voiced do you relate to the most?
Definitely Hazel for sure. Yeah, Hazel, and then I would say Wren on Craig of the Creek, and then Babs Bunny as well.
Nice.
Those are like my big ones, but um, Hazel definitely, and obviously because I got a had a hand in creating
Yeah.
her character, so that I put a lot of myself into her.
Nice.
Lindsay Kaitai, who was our my co-show runner and co-writer, we both got to put a lot of fun stuff into Hazel's character. Which was really fun. But yeah, her love of rocks, her sort of overthinking, anxious mind,
Yeah.
that, has very much myself growing up. Her closeness with her family, I got to put a lot of like my mom's characteristics in there
Mhm.
my mom and dad actually kind of blended the two. My dad is a pastor, but he's also a clinical psychologist. And so
Mhm.
that's kind of what we put into Angela's character.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay and I both our love of horror, and we put that into Hazel's dad's character.
Mhm.
So yeah, we got to put a lot of different, bits and pieces of ourselves into the
Nice.
whole family, really. So yeah, I would definitely say Hazel. I am very much her spunky, quirky little character or attitude, but mixed with like that deep, love for people and friendships and wanting to see good things, in the world and wanting to wish for good things,
Yeah.
but also still being this childlike, chaotic mess. That's very much, who I was growing up as a
Mhm.
kid. So it's been so fun, getting to see her out in the world and people loving her and thinking
Yeah.
she's so cute and
She's
fun.
super
'Cause
cute.
she is.
Love it. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for answering all of my questions. We are now done with the questions, and now it is your turn to give us a quick little outro. Whatever you'd like to say, you can give advice, you can talk about what's next for you, whatever
Oh,
you like. So I'm gonna go on mute and you can take it away.
okay. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me. This was so great. Yeah, I am, writing still. I have a couple of projects in development now that are very exciting and stemming from, a few of them are stemming from my own personal experience. So, while we're waiting for season 2 of Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish, hopefully getting announced. I am very much, still working, still developing, still creating. So, yeah, I'm excited for what's next.
All right, yay, thank you. I'm so excited to see what's next too. Thank you so much for coming on my show. It
Thank
is an honor to have
you.
interviewed today.
Oh my
And
gosh,
that
of
is it. So
course.
yay.
I'm so happy that we met, at
No.
LMU. It was so fun.
It was so
And
much
yeah,
fun. The
thanks
little
for keeping in
workshop,
touch. Yeah,
that was awesome. That was like one of the best experiences in college because
I
like
love that.
super fun.
So fun.
Yeah, and the panel we did. really glad I got to talk to you about kind
Yeah.
of like what we talked about today. So much fun. So awesome to have
Yeah.
met you.
Good. I'm proud of you. Keep going with the
Thank you.
podcast and like in, all the programs and clubs that you're doing, like keep it going.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you again for being on
Oh
the
wait, let's take a
show.
quick pic.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
of
take a
course.
screenshot.
All right. All right.
I think I got it.
Yay!
Great. I
You look
love
good.
that. So cute. Yeah, I'll send it to
Awesome.
you.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Ashley, for being a wonderful guest and answering all of these questions. There were so many questions today. Guys, we only have one more episode left. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't believe that I'm almost at the end of season 1, and of course, not to spoil anything, but there will be a season 2 next summer, which is so exciting. I know you have to wait a whole year for another 10 episodes, but you can just rewatch these episodes because they seem to be like super cool, super dope. I don't know, just maybe I'm biased, but you all should rewatch these episodes and make sure to watch the final episode. I can't believe I'm saying this. The final episode of this season. You all subscribe and make sure you all share, comment, and like the video and all those good things. Make sure you watch previous episodes as well because I have awesome guests on other episodes as well. And thank you again, Ashley, for being an awesome guest today. I will see you all next week on the You're Here with Ataysia podcast. See you later. Right from the start, you were a thief. You stole my heart.
Whoa.
And I'm your willing victim.
Sounds so familiar.
I let you see the parts of me that weren't all that pretty.
I know the song. Honestly.
And with every touch, you fixed them. I'm looking at the lyrics. I know the lyrics, but I'm like, which part is next? Okay. You've been talking in your sleep. Oh. Things you never say to me. Oh.
Oh.
Tell me that you've had enough of our love. Our love. I have to stop there because the next part is the title of the song. You have it?
I feel like I almost do, but I can't get the rhythm in my head down.
This is hard. I feel like it's hard because of
That's
that.
harder than I thought, yeah.
Yeah.